Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's kind of late at night and I just had some stuff on my mind, so I thought that I would make a video. I have my peacock mug here filled with ice water because it's hot as a bitch here. As you guys can see, my face is like pigmented red, and there's a huge spider right there. Oh my god. And I do not know why my face is pigmented red like this. It is what it is. I'm just going with it. So anyway, today I wanted to talk to you guys about kind of two topics that are intertwining on my mind right now. One being Instagram, and two being people giving their input for weight loss in my personal life. Oh, the dog. Hold on. Basically, what kind of happened and what kind of made me want to make a video like this is, after I started my journey, I kind of really got into Instagram even more and more, and I'm talking about my weight loss journey. I started joining challenges of different weight loss things, topics throughout the month. Like right now I'm in one where I do activity for 30 days for the whole month of September for 30 minutes each day. Anyway, it's there's some kind of fly in here or something gross. Anyway, it's like a fun way to kind of interact with people, whatnot, whatever. So I've been finding a lot of people on Instagram who are into weight loss, which is great. People doing their own challenges. Everybody is different. You know, people posting before and after pictures. I notice a ton. And I started doing it too. It made me feel kind of good seeing, you know, the before picture of being what I weighed, which I'm not going to say. Let's just say it was an astronomical amount of weight, to what I weigh now, which I am down so far, almost 57 pounds. So there was definitely, you know, you could tell in my face that I lost weight, and doing a side-by-side was really great. So I ran across people doing side-by-sides and, you know, full body shots and like showing their stomach and everything. And I was like starting to kind of doubt if things were real or not on Instagram. And after kind of checking things out, a lot of these people, just an FYI, what they're doing is they're posting their before picture of them being like 400 pounds, you know, abdomen out to yonder, stretch marks going all the way up. And then they're after, and their arms are like huge, you know, because like when somebody loses weight, you usually don't lose weight in your arms. And if you do, the skin is still there. It's still flabby. But anyway, so they're going from that before picture to an after picture that looks like a 20-year-old model. Their skin is extremely tight. There's no flabbiness, no scars at all, no stretch marks, no loose skin. And I'm just like, what is going on here? So what I would do is I would like click on these people, and underneath further investigation, a ton of these people had gastric bypass surgery. A ton of these people had, you know, liposuction. A ton of these people had, you know, different types of surgeries to have their skin removed, and lasers, and, you know, all this kind of stuff that literally puts you underneath the knife. And that's cool if you guys want to do that. And I applaud everybody who has done that out there, because it's a big risk. I myself personally don't think I could ever go underneath the knife to get gastric bypass surgery for weight loss, even though I know it would improve my health. I think the risks of going underneath anesthesia are greater than losing the weight. Just my own personal opinion. You guys can thumbs down that if you want. But for me, it's just something that is my choice, and I applaud you guys on your choice who actually did do it, because, you know, I think that's a huge step, and one that I am not willing to take. And who knows, if I do lose all this weight, you know, and my stomach is a big flabby mess, who knows down the future if I, you know, would want to get skin removal surgery. I don't know. But point being is, the Instagram kind of tricked me a little bit in a way, where I was seeing all these before and after shots and thinking, you know, this is not really what it seems to be. Then I posted on Instagram, hold on. I need a sip of my water. It's hot here. So, oh God, sorry about my curlicues. It's humid here too. So my hair's like doing all sorts of kind of crazy stuff. But anyway, so I posted on Instagram a picture of an apple and some peanut butter, which was my snack, my early snack for the day. And my comment was, you know, I did pretty good today. It was like day 3 or whatever of the challenge. And I did go over 250 calories out of my 1,500 calorie intake. And, you know, but it's okay. It happens or whatever. And I'm over it and I'm done with it and whatever. And all of a sudden, you guys, I got an astronomical amount of people contacting me, emailing me, letting me know that I was at a dangerous level for taking in my calories. Sorry, there was like someone who parked right in front of me as I was like talking, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna look like, because I'm right in front of my window, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna look like I'm talking to you guys who are parked in front of me staring at me. But anyway, so I put that out on Instagram and people really got upset, letting me know that 1,500 calories a day is not sufficient for Miss Angela. I am in starvation mode. I am starving myself. I am losing weight very unhealthy. And I just thought to myself, okay, you guys obviously don't know my background, so please do not judge. Just like I am trying not to judge people who had the gastric bypass surgery, please don't judge me for how I'm losing my weight. I've been doing this hardcore since April. You know, I've lost almost 60 pounds so far. You know, this is the way that I'm doing it. I okayed it with my dietitian. She told me, you know, to never go underneath 1,500 calories. A lot of people who go on diets don't go over 1,200 calories. So for me, you know, I'm doing pretty good with the 1,500. And sometimes I do go to 1,600. And I mean, some days I go to 1,700. It's not a big deal. But people were also thinking that I went over because of the apple and the peanut butter. No, I had a chocolate protein lava peanut butter cake that put me 250 calories over. I didn't share that on Instagram because I didn't think that people really cared that much, but apparently that's where we are at. So I just want to say that please don't judge me. I am trying my best. This is a learning process. You know, I am learning just like I'm sure all of you guys are learning. And just because, you know, something is working for you doesn't mean that it's going to be working for me. And just because something is working for me doesn't mean that it will work for you. All of us are different. We all have different body types. We all, you know, are from different areas on this earth. You know, I live in Wisconsin, but somebody who lives in California may have a completely different lifestyle than me and choose to live it differently. And, you know, the climate and I don't know, whatever. You guys, I'm just rambling on and on. But the point being is that we are all different. We are all unique. And, you know, just leave me alone. You know, give me positive reinforcement, but don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what I'm doing is wrong. It may be wrong for you, but it's not wrong for me. So that's pretty much all I have to say. And as for the gastric bypass, no, I will not be having gastric bypass surgery. My mom actually wanted to look into it for herself and for me. And my mom is like not a big person at all. Like compared to where I was, my mom is like skinny compared to where I was. But yeah, it's just something that I actually would never consider. It's a personal, you know, thing. I think that a journey that somebody has to go on, and it's just not for me, but I do applaud the people who actually had enough courage to do it. I would imagine that it would be, you know, something where you're at your wit's end and this is the last resort. Another thing that I just want to add real quick, I would say about, and I don't know a lot of people, but about 70% of the people that I do know that have had gastric bypass surgery lost all the weight extremely fast, which I heard is not healthy. I understand that they're underneath the doctor's care, but Another thing is that they gained it all back, plus some, because, oh, and now this is a whole other subject. It kind of gets into Weight Watchers too, and I don't really want to rip on Weight Watchers because I've been on Weight Watchers before, and obviously it didn't work for me because I'm here now still trying to lose weight. But it all starts within your mind. You can do anything medically to yourself, but if you are not focused and educated up here about how to eat, about how to exercise, about, you know, the tips and the tricks and everything else like that about weight loss, it's not going to happen. Medically, you may lose a lot of weight, but if you're not mind set up here, it's just not going to happen. And that's why people gain the weight back after having the surgery. And oh my gosh, I totally would not want to go through that whole entire surgery and then all of a sudden, you know, lose all the weight and then gain it back and go through all of it for absolutely nothing. So that's really scary too. But, and I will touch a little bit about Weight Watchers, and I don't know if Weight Watchers has changed or not, but back in the day when I was on Weight Watchers, basically you could eat anything you wanted as long as it was in moderation. You know, I could go and eat like one piece of chocolate cake in the morning, some peanut butter cups in the afternoon, 2 bananas and some pizza at nighttime, still be in my points calculation and be fine. That's not okay. I know they strive, you know, to eat fruits and vegetables and all that kind of stuff, but actually for me, it wasn't good because they were kind of allowing me to have all those cheats, and it just didn't work for me. It didn't really educate me a lot as to the processed foods, the sodium intake. You know, they push their products so much. They push, or when I was there, they pushed, you know, like the freezer meals, and those things are loaded with sodium, you guys. So bad for you. But anyway, that is a whole nother story. So no gastric bypass for Miss Angela. Please, no judgments on Instagram. By the way, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, the link will be down below, but otherwise it's just AZ for Angela. And yeah, I hope everybody has a good day. And this is just me kind of rambling thoughts and stuff like that, but I hope you guys like this video, and I will talk to you guys all soon. Later.